Please join us.
Hello.
Hello. Now you are the presenter.
Okay, let me just share my screen here. Oh. All right. So my name is Kert, and I'm working for Blindside Networks, and today I'll be demoing the new Whiteboard Vision feature. It's essentially a continuation of the work that was done at the last summit for the Whiteboard Vision. And it's essentially a new whiteboard mode that provides a many-to-one sort of relationship where the presenter can see all of the users drawing shapes on the whiteboard without having to break them off into a breakout room. But then the users that are drawing, they only see basically their interactions. So it's kind of like a multi-user, but a little bit different. So we moved the button to enable multi-user back up into the TL Draw whiteboard toolbar. So if you see the top screen here, we can just enable multi-user. And like normal, everybody can see what everybody else is doing on the whiteboard. That includes annotations and the cursors. But with the new Whiteboard Vision mode, which the button is on the presentation bar itself, once that's enabled, you basically get this new view where the presenter can see multiple whiteboards, each one representing each student that's drawing on their own version of the whiteboard. And once it's enabled, you can see that the students are now locked. So with the multi-user whiteboard and the Whiteboard Vision enabled, it basically locks the user's cursors and the annotations as well. Once that's a go, each student can then interact with their own layer on the whiteboard. And you can see that for the presenter view, they can basically see the updates that come through for what these students are doing. So let's draw a few more things here. Now from this view, what was added this summit was the ability for the presenter to essentially see these drawings that the students are doing and be able to essentially focus or zoom into them and have a one-on-one sort of interaction with the student. So if we zoom in on student A, for instance, you can see that the annotations are just for student A. And the instructor can basically move around, add annotations, and that student can see basically that they're interacting with the presenter. So just for argument's sake here, we can just make some marks, say that's wrong, and that's correct. And the presenter can even remove the student's previous marks. And then once they're done, they can zoom back out and go check another student and give other marks. And then zoom back out. So from this point, once Whiteboard Vision is still enabled, the students still see the presenter's marks and their own. And then once the presenter is finished, they can turn off the Whiteboard Vision. And then it just goes back into multi-user whiteboard. But all of the annotations that were made while in the Whiteboard Vision mode, they're basically in that mode still. So once you come out of that mode, all the annotations disappear. But if at any point in time the presenter wants to retrieve those annotations, they just have to go back to the slide where the Whiteboard Vision exercise was taking place. And then once they re-enable it, all the marks are back on the whiteboard as expected for whatever student that they were interacting with. And that goes for pretty much anything. If at any point in time the presenter wants to basically make global annotations, they could also just come back out to regular whiteboard mode, make a generic annotation, and then that will persist for all of the users. So if the teacher needs to make an update to go out to all the users and not just each individual one, they still have the ability to do that as well. But outside of that, that's pretty much it for the Whiteboard Vision. The only other changes were Previously, we were allowed to basically make these boxes and resize them. But now that we have the vision mode to sort of zoom in and focus in on the presenter, we've sort of disabled that. And we're going to add in the ability, so if you have, let's say, 10 students, you obviously can't see all 10 on the screen at once, because then making them small might just defeat the purpose because you can't actually see it visually. So we've added a pagination feature, and we'll be able to basically paginate through if there's more whiteboards that don't fit on the screen. That's pretty much it for the whiteboard feature. If anybody has any questions, now would be the time. I still have 4 minutes, but that's pretty much it.
Very nice, Kurt.
Problem.
All right. So thank you very much, Kurt, for the presentation.